I'll never forget it. Like one time I was talking with my dad, and it was the funniest flex because it was like the first time I made like $400K in a year. And again, I wasn't even 30.
Yeah.
I was still a kid.
My name is Austin Tucker, and I'm on a mission to find the best come-up stories in the world. Everyone talks about success, but no one talks about the in-between. The mess, the risk, the doubt. I'm here for the people who made it anyway and are willing to tell their stories honest, unpolished, and real. These are the Breakout Bunch.
We are here in Groton, Massachusetts today with Mr. Kyle Regan, one of the highest producing loan officers in Massachusetts at this moment. He's on multiple properties. Guy's just a killer, just a straight killer. We've had the pleasure of working together a couple times, and this guy is just, he knows his shit. So thank you for having me in your home here.
Heck yeah, dude. Thanks for coming up to the sticks.
Yeah, all the way up to the sticks, all the way from the other side of the country. Like this has been a trip, and you're about to have a kid.
Yep. A second kid.
Like potentially during this podcast, which would be a crazy time.
Could come. We may have to cut this short.
Yeah, we may have to cut it short. But, so tell me, man, what was your first job?
My first job, dude. My first job, so technically it was working at Stop and Shop, which is like a local, I think it's local. Is that?
It's pretty local.
That's pretty local, right? That's not.
Yeah, it's like a local market.
Yeah. So Stop and Shop, bagging groceries, dude. My mom.
Way.
Yeah, my mom was always like big into like get a job, like young.
Yeah.
So I remember her like grabbing me an application, staying on me to like fill it out, and I was 15. So they let you start at 15. They were like the youngest place that I knew of at the time that would like let you start. That young. So yeah.
And was like your household, like, were they like W-2 working people? Were they entrepreneurs? Like what was your upbringing like?
So my mom was a stay-at-home mom. Mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad was, and still is, like a successful sales dude.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of followed in his footsteps.
Yep. Always was intrigued by that.
Okay.
Always was intrigued by that. So I like grew up, you know, he's does what we do, you know. I grew up in the backseat, you know, listening to him be on phone calls. And,
vacations that aren't really full vacations because you got to take a call.
Yeah. And
what does he sell?
So he works for WB Mason.
Is that a
office supply company?
Office supplies, yeah.
Yep.
It's big out here.
Big,
huge.
Yeah. Really big. Yep. And they've spread out to a decent national footprint too.
Yeah.
They're a little in Cali, I think, in Florida, but in New England, they're like you see their trucks whipping around everywhere.
You can't leave the house without seeing their truck.
No,
it's
they're
a
everywhere.
very recognizable truck. It's yellow and red.
Yeah.
And I swear I've seen them in California.
Yep.
But like here, you don't leave without them.
Yeah.
So that's rad.
Yeah. So like I always was intrigued by what he did because it seemed like obviously I know it was a stressful gig and sales can be stressful, but it seemed like he was having fun. You know, like it seemed like a lot of his job to me as a young kid, I was like, it seems like he's just shooting the shit with people on the phone.
Just
and
making friends.
Yeah, and laughing and like talking to like, how many friends does my dad have? You know, it's like, what does he do? You know, like where, and lo and behold, like he was selling, you know, and he was just so good and natural at it that, you know, to the outside person, like, oh, you're you know, just like how you and I will talk to a referral partner.
Yeah.
Like they're our friend. It was like my dad was selling, but to me, I was like, wow, it looks like he's having fun. He's laughing and hooting and hollering, and these people love him, and you know, would go to like golf events or work events, and everyone would love him. So I was like, it seems like I want to do that.
Well, it's funny. I've talked about this on this podcast before, but one of my favorite things a mentor ever taught me was you're not in sales. You are a professional friend maker. And like treat it as such. Like go to these people like you're their friends. You want to help them and be genuine about it, and you'll be the most successful salesperson there is.
That's cool. I like that.
And it's like I stick with that every day. I love it.
Yeah, that's true. It's everyone's your friend.
They really are. And those are the people I want to work with. I treat them the best. Like they get the best service. I like talking to them. I almost am bummed when the deal ends.
Right.
I'm like, can we like keep this going? Like, I know I'm your mortgage guy, but like, I want to kind of be your friend.
I know. You meet a lot of really cool people.
So you're at Stop and Shop. You're
Yeah.
15. When do you get into sales?
So, had a couple jobs after that. Another, like my main high school job was scooping ice cream.
Really?
Which was cool. Shout out to Dandelions and Reading. That was a fun job, man.
That's
like,
a seasonal job too, though.
seasonal. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like quintessential like high school gig.
But it's funny because like when I lived here, I was like, oh, ice cream shops aren't year round. Like
No.
some of them are,
No.
but for the most part, they're not. And I'm so used to California where it's like
Everything's
it's
year-round.
always hot.
Yeah.
You always want ice cream.
Yeah. This was seasonal. So I did that, and then, dude, I wasn't a big school guy.
I wasn't either. I hated school.
Wasn't a big school guy.
I had a system that worked really well. Probably not for most people, but I would get a C plus in the class. Finals week would come.
Yep.
Not studying. I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm watching everyone stress. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go to college. I'm going to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and then I would do C's the first 50 questions and zigzags the next. As long as I got like a 35%, I passed the class, and it worked every single time. So after freshman year, I was like, this is just my system, dude.
It's a good strategy.
My teacher was literally went up to my mom. She was like, Austin's so smart. If he just like applied himself, he'd be a lot smarter. But like, he knows exactly what he needs to do to get by.
Yeah.
And like, I really respect it. It was like the first time a teacher like basically said like, you got street smarts.
Yeah,
You're not a book smart guy.
Right.
I didn't even try. I didn't even go to college. Like it wasn't for me.
Yeah, same here. I was pretty undecided on what I wanted to do, but I was never. I did really bad in high school. Like I went through like I was dealing with some stuff at home with like my mom's health and things like that. So I went through like
So was I.
I think it was like depression. I think I went through a depression streak at a young age, and I just didn't know what it was. I was super unmotivated. And it wasn't that I wasn't smart, and I like always knew that. That was, I think,
What's different types of smart?
right. I don't think I ever lost faith in myself that I was capable. It was just that I didn't want to apply myself, and I didn't want to try. I had no drive, so I was very undecided on what I wanted to do. I knew I wasn't going to go to college,
Which is so well, because you're like such a driven dude.
Right. It was it really it was a pretty pretty not like me.
So, I mean, what I'm kind of hearing is it sounds like you had to find your passion, or like what made you feel like you were doing something to get you to like get into that groove. Like doing something you don't like is not going to get you passionate and like wanting to do it every day.
Right. Yeah. I had to go through some more struggle to land on the path that was going to get me to where I was going.
Yeah.
I tried working out of high school for WB Mason, for my dad's company.
As sales or like operations?
No, I wanted to do sales, but he was like, they're not going to hire you without a 4-year degree. It's like mandatory.
Which
now.
is such a crazy thing. What do you need to know from college to do sales?
Crazy.
You just need to be personable and then learn a product.
Crazy. Couldn't believe it.
Actually, the best salespeople I've ever met in my life were like, I don't want to call them failures, but like basically like they were like lowlifes that like just didn't know how to make $1, and then they figured it out, and like they figured it out, and they're the most successful people I know now.
Yeah. It's something that I think a lot of good salespeople have faced adversity in their life.
You have to, because you have to learn how to overcome
Yeah.
everything on the spot right then and there.
Yep.
I don't feel like your average like W-2 employee has to do that enough to where they have that skill to just like in the moment make that decision.
Right.
Not that they can't.
It's not live or die for a lot of them. When you're on salary, like it is to a certain extent, because I guess you can always get fired, right?
Or the company can go under. There's a million things that can go wrong.
Right.
Which is the problem with not being your own boss.
Right. Yeah. The safe, the fake feeling of safety.
Yeah.
Is what you're sold a lot of times.
It was interesting. The CEO of eMortgage, the president, he was talking about his whole life. All he was taught was stability, and he was like
Anthony?
No, his name's Sam.
Got it. Not Casa.
No.
Got it.
So he was talking about all you ever was taught was stability, and he actually found there was less stability in having a boss than there was being your own boss.
Yeah.
Because the only person in control is you. So like if you mess up, that's your problem.
Yeah.
But if you can make it work, you're actually in a way more stable environment because like nothing can mess with you except for your own head.
Yeah. I like that.
And I love that.
Yeah.
It was like stability in instability.
That's true. Yeah. It took me a little bit longer to get to figure out like my path and next steps, right? So I was still like wicked unsure and undecided, and wasn't getting anywhere. My dad got me a job in the warehouse at WB Mason, so I was like processing returns in a warehouse, and I did that for a few years. And the goal was to try to like get someone to notice me in corporate to like say, hey, like let's give Kyle a whack at sales.
Yeah.
Like never came. So it's like I was like, all right, this isn't panning out.
Yeah.
And so I quit. I went back to school. So I was like, I need to go to college now.
What age?
This was like 22.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Still young.
21, 22. Yep. So went back to school, went to North Shore Community College, which is a local community college, and I went to the one in Danvers, Mass.
Yeah.
Went full time, and because I'm like, dude, I can't get a job unless I have a degree. It seems like I still didn't have that like, what am I gonna do with it? I was just like, I need a degree from like a good school. I think from
I'm
around
assuming
here.
you're living at home.
I was living at home. I was living, with my mom in Reading, where I grew up.
Yeah.
And so went to school full time, but I'm like, dude, I need money. Like I'm like 21 years old. I need like money to be able to like
need to go to
do
the
shit.
bar,
Like,
we
yeah,
have
dude.
friends.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. And one of my buddies, my buddy Matt, was like, dude, I can get you a job like waiting tables, like at like Bertucci's in Reading, which was right down the street from me. And I was like, perfect, bro. Like,
I don't know what it is.
Unbelievable.
Waiters and waitresses are fantastic salespeople. This is the people skills. It goes back to not college, it's people skills.
Yeah, that was my sales 101.
Yeah.
Was that. So it was like the perfect first step to like where I was going. And so I was going to school full time, waiting tables at Bertucci's, and it was working really well, dude. I was like rebuilding my life, right? Like I was like finally starting to feel like, okay, I'm like doing well, because my whole life, dude, I never felt like I was like a winner, right? Like in high school, I sucked really bad, like D's and F's bad. I was really bad.
Were you a sports guy?
Yeah, but I wasn't really any good.
Third string football guy?
The only sport I was good at was lacrosse, and I got kicked off the team for my grades. So it was like I just had nothing going for me, and I don't think anyone like at that time probably thought like, oh, like Kyle Regan's gonna be successful, right? Like he's a good kid, we like him, he's funny. Probably not going to amount to much.
That's a rough mindset to be in.
Yeah, it
like
was.
You're noticing that. There's no way you're not.
Dude, for years it was like that. I was like the class clown. I was like, oh, okay.
I was
like
also
he's
the class clown.
You know, he's like not taken serious, right? Like so that kind of sucked, right? And that was like didn't have a ton of wins under my belt. And so this was the first time I was like feeling some wind in my sail.
Yeah.
I was doing really well in school. So I was like crushing it at North Shore, all A's. So I was proving to myself for the first time, like, you can fucking do it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you are fucking smart. You can get good grades.
You just need to apply yourself.
You just need to apply yourself, man. And that's like, that's the majority of school, right? Is like effort. That's kind of fucking it. Is like,
Dude, 12 years of school, every teacher told my mom, if he just applied himself.
That's
if
it.
he just applied himself.
That's it.
I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah, right. And you don't have drive until like, it was really hard for me to watch a lot of my buddies graduate college and start to get like big boy jobs, and I felt behind.
Which is funny though, because
man.
those big boy jobs, like they pay well, but they're not setting you up to like your fullest potential. Like you're not buying a sick house
Right.
at that job making $100,000.
Right.
But when you're 23, 24, like that's a lot of money.
You're balling. Yeah, you're balling with 50, 60 grand. You're like killing it.
Yeah.
So
Did you graduate college?
So I was in an associate's program there. So it was like a fast track, not a fast track, but it was like, they had a really good transfer program. And I had my eye on Bentley College, which is in Waltham. So kind of close to where I live, not like maybe a 25, 30-minute commute from living at home. Really good local Massachusetts school, and they have a really good business school.
Gotcha.
So I was like, all right, like, that's probably going to be like where I'm gunning for. Like if I get a degree from Bentley, I'll probably be able to get like a job kind of anywhere around here.
So what did you want to get a degree in to set yourself up? Were you going like some super safe route, or were you just getting just a degree?
It was wicked safe. It was business administration. So it was like,
which is like a dime a
super
dozen.
general. Yeah, dime a dozen. Super
Basically
general.
doesn't matter.
Basically doesn't matter.
In the masses of every person. It's like almost getting like a communications degree now.
100% marketing.
Nothing wrong with the communications degree.
No. Or marketing. But it's
not setting you aside.
No. It's not a specialized degree by like any means.
Yeah.
It's just the piece of paper, right? To get your fucking foot in the door. So I was doing really well. I was getting ready to apply to Bentley. And I had been at Bertucci's for like 2-3 years at this point. And I had a regular at Bertucci's that would come in all the time. He would come in with his wife and his kid, and he ended up being my first boss and like my mentor.
Okay.
This was like the beginning of the change of Kyle Regan. This was like what you hope for, especially like in the restaurant industry. You hope some knight in shining armor comes and fucking scoops you out of there. Like,
sees your potential.
Yeah.
Which is such a great thing. Because when you realize they see your potential, you work twice as hard because you got to prove them right.
Right. Yep.
Like you can't mess up this opportunity.
And I felt like I'm a big like law of attraction guy. And I feel like I had thought that was going. It sounds stupid and corny, but I feel like I thought something like this was going to happen my whole life.
Yeah, but
and not by
it's not
chance.
Stupid and corny. There's actually science behind it.
Right.
There's a book I read. It's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. If you tell yourself you want something, your brain will start looking for it or overhearing conversations or whatever without you noticing, and then you will actually get where you want to be by just telling yourself you're going to be there. Yeah.
I believe it 100%. As I believe it as much as gravity exists.
Yeah,
that's how much I believe that shit is real. And so he would shoot the shit with me, pick my brain, and like one day he was like, "What are you doing, man? Like, you seem like a pretty put together kid. Like, you're super fucking likable."
Like, you're like, damn, no one's ever said these words.
Totally. I'm like, me? What do you mean? And he's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, waiting tables. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's your plan? He was very interested in what I was doing. And I was like, well, like, I'm going to school full time. I'm about to, apply to a 4-year school and finish out my degree there. And he was like, oh, where are you applying? And I was like, Bentley. That's like where I'm literally, I got the application at my house. I'm about to get this thing ready to rock. And he was like, I went to Bentley. And I was like, no shit.
That's
I go,
crazy.
so you suggest like I go there? And he was like, He goes, I bet I could teach you in 6 months what you'll go pay $100,000 for 2 years to learn there.
And that's such my lookout on college. If you spent no money, but spent those 4 years interning or, learning or whatever, you would probably be further than you were at the end of those 4 years when you got that sick job offer.
Yeah.
And you'd be like $200,000 in less debt.
100%.
If you just like learned the true application of your degree naturally through some business guy.
Yep. And I was a little rocked by that because no one had ever said anything like that to me. Like my dad always was successful, but not like I didn't learn to like think big from my dad like I was about to learn from this guy. And so I was like, okay, like what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you do, man? So I never asked him. I go, what do you do, dude? I'm like, you got a fucking Rolex on, your wife's got a friggin' blow pop on her ring, like you drive a fucking Jaguar.
Buying nice alcohol, probably.
Yeah, you're dripped out in like, Louis, and just you look awesome, bro. Like, what the fuck do you do? And he's like, I do mortgages. And I was like, huh.
How old are you at this time?
Dude, I was like 24, 23.
So I started around that same time, and you probably had the same idea of me, like, that's an old person job.
I didn't even know what it was.
Oh, really?
I was like, what do you mean mortgages? I'm like, what is that? Like, what's a mortgage? I didn't even know what a fucking mortgage was.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, well, it's like sales. And then it like, dude, it dinged like my childhood, like sales. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, I think you'd be really good at what I do. He's like, my wife loves you. You remember our names. He's like, I think you'd be really good at what I do. And he's like, so let's exchange information. He gave me his card, and he's like, keep in touch with me, dude. He's like, I'm about to open up my own spot. I'm working on it. Not there yet. He had a net branch with a larger correspondent lender at the time that he was about to give back or sell back and go open up his own broker shop.
That's right.
And yeah, really cool. And the broker shop thing was like just coming back, dude. Like this was 2014 that he opened it.
Yeah, I think the market share back then was like 6%.
Super low. Like he was going into kind of uncharted territory at the time. And
which today is massive.
Massive.
Like almost most loans done. I think it's like 30% of loans are done in the broker channel, which doesn't sound like a lot.
It's just come so far.
But it's huge.
Yeah, it's come so far.
You're talking about millions of loans a year. That's a lot of loans.
Yep. And so he was, he opened up a broker shop, and for about a year we kept in touch. And like I was always like, in my head, I'm like, was that legit? Yeah. Like, and I saw him a couple times since then, but like not many. Maybe 2 or 3 times over that next year.
So were you like holding on to this, like not applying for college and shit?
Yes. I was like, dude, like maybe I'll like, this'll happen, and and I think I still had, I don't know if I held off applying for college. I think I still had a little bit of time left. Okay. Like I was in like my final semester.
Gotcha.
And it was like going on a year of going back and forth with this guy from like the time I first met him to the time, I would have actually applied and gone.
Yeah.
And he finally emailed me, dude. And I still have the email, and he was like, hey, man, like, just wanted to let you know I'm up and running. Would love to grab that coffee. And I'm like, fucking A. It was real.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, I got nothing to lose. I'm like, I'm doing it. And like, people around me were like a little nervous, and like my parents were a little like, who is this guy? Like, why the fuck you? Like, why is he like picking you out of like a restaurant? Like,
which is fine because I always look at like the support you have going into. It's basically entrepreneurship or business owner, whatever you want to call it. You're a solo guy. You're in charge of your income.
Yeah.
And like your support system is typically not that great.
Right. 100% agreed. It just, people are a little like, dude, they're nervous. Like they want you to everybody wants their like kid to be safe and okay, right? And like, it's scary to have your kid take chances. And that's what I was about to do. It was like, I was on this perfect trajectory of like school and like doing all the right shit finally, because I hadn't. And now I'm about to fucking veer off.
Yeah.
And go down uncharted territory.
Yeah, they're on the sidelines like, go, Kyle. And then you're just like, I'm going to head out.
Yes. And they're like, what the fuck? We just had, like, he was just doing all the right shit. Like, is this the right thing for him? Mm-hmm. And that dude changed my life, bro. Forever. Like, I pay homage to him and what he did for me, like, mortgage-wise. Like, yeah, he made me into, like, a killer of a salesperson. But I learned how to like be a man from him and think big. Like I learned a mindset from him that I will have for the rest of my life, that my kids will have, that is super special. So like, I recommend anyone that's like trying to get into business or entrepreneurship, dude, like try. And it ain't easy. Like I was just fortunate enough to have one fall in my lap. and have a dude want to take a shot on a kid at Bertucci's, and it
Well, and
fucking...
even from that point, it's not like you made money overnight. I'm assuming you struggled just like everyone else.
No.
For like the first year or two is like...
Dude, it was like
the
demonically
grind.
hard.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was wicked hard. My buddies saw how fucking stressed I was. And my boss wasn't easy on me, dude. I think he could see greatness in me when... He could see greatness in me when I couldn't see it in myself yet. And so he wasn't easy on me.
Right.
And he made me figure shit out myself. Like, that was like a card that we would always call the get it done card. So I would like ask him a question and try to get the answer from him, and he'd be like, hey dude, like I'm busy, man. Like, you got that. You can figure out the answer. Like, if I just tell you the answer, you're never going to learn how to figure shit out, man. Like, I got to go, but you got it. Click. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what LTV is. I don't know what debt. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. And I'm dealing with people's like money and lives and shit.
It's the biggest financial decision they'll make in their life.
It's wicked stressed, bro. Wicked stressed. But it pushed me to develop this get it done card. That
He's teaching you how to problem solve.
Yeah,
Which is
by myself.
biggest deal.
Yep. He exactly. When you can always figure out the answer if you put the effort in. You can always figure out the answer.
Especially
to
now,
everything.
dude. All you gotta do is get on ChatGPT.
Yeah, now it's
knows
much easier.
everything.
Yeah, now if we had ChatGPT fucking 10 years ago,
Yeah.
I would have been cruising. But yeah, it was really hard, dude. And I when I met him, like I was like partying really hard, dude. And I had some like I didn't have a healthy relationship with alcohol or drugs for that matter. I was just like a partier, you know. I was like a party guy. And when I met him, he was a non-drinker. He didn't drink. And
Which, like, when you're in that phase, you're like, what the hell do you mean you don't fucking drink?
right. And I'm a kid. I'm like a young,
That's it.
I'm like 24, you know? I'm like 25. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
You make all this money, you're not going to the club?
And he was like, if you want the big shit, if you want shit like me, you want the fucking sick house, you want the sick car, you want the sick clothes, you want the Rolex. He's like, you should put that shit down.
Yeah.
He's like, it ain't gonna help you get there. And I was like, all right. I'm gonna listen to this guy. For once in my life, I'm gonna listen to him. And I was so desperate for success, dude. Because I had never fucking tasted it before. And I was the guy everyone fucking counted out. That was a joke. And I was like,
You gotta prove them wrong.
yep. I had the chip on my shoulder, dude. In a massive fucking way.
Yeah.
That I was like, I'm going to be the motherfucker they talk about. But they're like, dude, you see what Regan's doing, man? You see what he's up to? Like, has anyone seen him? Has anyone talked to him? That's what I wanted.
Right.
I fiended, what the fuck is he up to? Because I wasn't going out, man. I wasn't answering my fucking phone. I wasn't talking to a lot of my buddies. I was turning the lights on and turning them off every day. That was my thing. I was turning the lights on and turning them off. I was fucking putting everything I had into it. I put drugs down. I put alcohol down. And I worked my fuck.
You sober from that point? You're sober now.
Yeah. Yep.
So that was the last time you touched alcohol.
Yeah, 9
What
years,
a
dude.
crazy, crazy story.
Yep, 9 years. And I had been doing mortgages for like, I was in the gig, honestly, for about probably like 6 or 7 months. And I wasn't doing well either. Like in the beginning, like I wasn't really catching traction. And that was when he had said that to me. Like, hey, dude, like you should give yourself every chance at doing well at this. And I'm like,
Yeah, coming in hungover and stuff, like granted, mortgage is the king of drugs and alcohol.
totally.
Everyone loves
It's a
drinking.
world where I'm a black sheep today.
Yeah.
You know, it's not common.
But coming in hungover and shit, like you're not as productive. You're not as dialed in on the phone. You don't want to be on the phone. Like honestly, you're
Right.
like, fuck, this person's calling me. I don't want to talk to him. I don't care how big this check is.
Yep.
I just don't want to talk to him.
Yep. Easy to huck a day. You know, just say fuck it. You know,
that day
I got
turns
enough
into a
loans
month.
in, and yeah, exactly. And yeah, so I was insanely driven.
It's like, when did the breakthrough come?
So within the first year, he did a really good job at mentoring me. And I was working under him, but I also had a license. So I was licensed to do loans in Mass and New Hampshire, but I was his like loan officer assistant. Right. So I was working, touching every one of his deals. And he was ripping, dude, at the time. I mean, he was doing like 60 million, like back then. And he was a broker owner. So he was like cake stacking. You know, he was like making a lot of money. And he was doing, 15, 20 loans a month. And so I saw so much shit in my first year.
Yeah.
In terms of what makes loans work, what kills loans, how to talk to realtors. And I sat with him in his office like this for a year and a half, almost 2 years. Just like this, all day. And I was a fucking sponge and just listened to him on the phone like this.
And you got to take those opportunities really seriously, because as someone who does that, the last thing I want is someone up in my grill all day, because like that, all these times of downtime to teach you shit is time I'm not making money. Like
right.
That guy took a sacrifice for you.
100%, dude. He took a shot on a kid. We would say it was like Dr. Dre and Eminem.
Yeah.
He took a shot on the white boy, dude. And it worked. And it fucking worked. So I started to get some traction. I was meeting realtors and like trying to network on the side in my free time, aside from doing his shit. And I ended up like catching some traction, made some good relationships with some realtors, and started doing some fucking loans. And it proved to me like, okay, as soon as I did my first loan start to finish, I was like, I can fucking do this.
Yeah.
And
which is, I love that. I remember that moment in my career. You know just enough to get yourself in trouble.
Yes.
You think that you know everything, and like you don't know shit.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And meanwhile, I had this guy just flooding my mind with all positivity.
Yeah.
All like, Kyle, you wait to see what you're gonna fucking be in a year. You keep thinking big. Don't think like everyone else. You're putting a box around your potential. Don't do that. Think big. Like, you're going to have this shit. See my fucking car? You're going to have this. I can see it. I can see you pulling in your sick car and us laughing in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
All this shit, dude, he's telling me this every day to like a young kid whose mind he was molding. Like, my mind got molded forever in that first year to where it was like, I started to think I'm the fucking man.
Yeah.
Because someone told me I was the man every day when I was like kind of broken and didn't think I was the man.
How much do you make this year?
That first year, dude, I made like $60K and I was so gassed, dude.
Big deal.
Dude, I was so gassed. I was like 60 fucking K. My fucking W-2 at Bertucci's was like 14 the year before. It's like 60 fucking K. I was so pumped, man. And then after the first year, he was like starting to clip the wings. He's like, dude, I want you like getting out more. Like, start to do your own shit. Like, you're right there to where like I can take you off my shit and you can make enough money just doing your own loans. And I was wicked scared. I remember I was like really nervous because like I was getting paid a little bit of a base salary from doing his shit. So I was getting a little base salary and a little like LO commission. And I was really scared to go full commission. And he was like, dude, we're capping your potential if we don't do this now. Like, you gotta do this now. He's like, you fucking trust me? He's like, if I ever led you wrong yet, he's like, trust me. He would say, he's like, I know you don't even believe in yourself yet, but you think I fuck up? And he's like, in his sick ass house and all his shit. He's like, I don't fuck up. He's like, so if I'm telling you this, listen. I'm like, all right.
That's like the moment.
And that was it. And I started fucking ripping, dude. And I sacrificed a lot, dude, in the first few years. Second year, I made like 150K. Third year, I made like 250. And then I was like really starting to feel like a baller because I was young, dude. I was like 26, 27 making like 250. And I was like, okay, Like,
It's enough money. It's not like the craziest amount of money, but it's enough to have a lot of fun.
yes,
A
yes.
lot of
And I had
fun.
like no bills, dude. Like I was.
Oh, you're still living at home.
I was still living at home, bro.
Good for you.
I'm like, fucking, dude. It was the first time that I realized, like, I wasn't like counting money anymore, like looking at bills anymore. Like,
So what'd you do with that money, though? Did you save it, or were you being stupid?
so I was blowing it a little bit, but I was fortunate enough where he was up my ass to invest in real estate.
Okay.
So he was like, dude, like, it's mission to get your first property. Mission to get your first property. I was like, all right, man, fucking Christ. And I did. And I got my first multifamily in like 2018.
That was a good time to buy a multifamily.
Great. Got it at a great price. Thing's a cash cow now. The rate's sick. You know, the whole refied it in like 2020. You know, the whole
Basically free money.
cleanest, you know, move I ever made.
Yeah.
So I did that. And it kept growing. And once I started kind of kicking ass right around there, like 2018, he was like, do you have any buddies that you think would be good at this? And mind you, it was like, I was his first hire at this company.
Oh.
I was his first hire. It was fucking me and him in an office, like in his house. We were working out of his house for the first year. He didn't have office space yet. And it was like, all right, then it's mission to get office space. Mission to get, and I would always like, I got to watch someone who was really successful set goals and achieve them. And that also is really crazy to witness firsthand and be a part of. Because he was really good. His superpower was like setting clear goals and achieving them and laying the path out to hit those goals.
So when did you leave him?
So
The love story's got to end at some point.
yeah, it did. So I started to recruit like crazy, dude. When he was like, hey, do you know anybody that does mortgages? So we blew the thing out of the water, dude. We ended up growing that company to like 45 LOs and like 15, 20 back office people. Like it was like a 60-person
It's a reasonably sized operation.
solid, yeah, solid. We were doing like $500 million in volume a year. Like it was like a decent, good size broker shop at the time. And so I had a team, dude, of like 15 people making a really good rip off them. And like now I'm dinging like $400,000 or $500K. Like I'm like consistently making like $30,000-$40,000 checks, 50,000. I think my biggest month in mortgages was probably like 90K, which was
a good one.
Was heavy.
Yeah, someone's salary
It's a good hit.
in a month.
It's a good hit. Yeah, it's a good hit. And I'll never forget it. Like one time I was talking with my dad, and it was the funniest flex because it was like the first time I made like $400K in a year. And again, I wasn't even 30.
Yeah.
I was still a kid, and I was like, I bet I paid in taxes what you made in your salary this year. And he was like, you motherfucker. And
That's gotta be a proud dad moment, though.
I think so.
Like, it's a sting. Like, you know, you never want your kid to do better than you, but like, you're not gonna like discourage it.
No.
That's sick.
It was, he got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
He got a kick out of seeing my success. And so we blew the shit out of the thing. And then, we saw the writing on the wall that the mortgage industry was about to get a little tougher. It was 2022. And
Oh, you rode this all the way through the refi boom.
oh yeah, we
So you only left semi-recently.
Yeah, we crushed it all through the refi boom, still recruiting, still just printing money, man.
Yeah.
And came 2022. Fucking rates started creeping up, the whole nine, as you know.
I have been creeping up, dude. It was like overnight. Like, went from like 3 to 6%.
yeah.
And I was like,
in
damn.
a few months, yeah.
I remember that moment. It was like going to be like one of our biggest months. We had like 300 grand or something like that in commissions that we had lined up for like the next 60 days, and we didn't lock any loans.
Oh, dude.
Because we were like, it's not ending.
Yeah.
Not ending.
Oh, I mean, we all went through that, right? You're floating loans and doing 7-day rate locks.
You're like, it's December. It's a bad time in the industry. It'll come back in January.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, we're just going to wait for them to come back down. We're still not there. It's been 3 years. We're still not in the down. And that was the moment where we were like, we got to shut down our branch and like really dial back everything. And it was rough.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, we sold the company.
You get a piece of that?
I got a good hit
Okay.
from that. Yeah, it was a good hit.
That's good. At least he was like loyal enough to not just be like every other mortgage scumbag and like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You helped me, but like, there's a couple mil right here.
Yeah. No, it was a good hit. It was a good hit, which was cool.
Yeah.
And so that was another like turning point in my career because we had sold, right? We were at a new company, and he was able to retire. That dude's retired now.
Yeah.
Like he's fucking loaded. He's got like 150 rental units. He whips a Lambo. He's got a fat house. He's got multiple houses. He did it.
That's my favorite part about sales or business ownership is like 6 years can change your life.
Yes.
Like, you can retire in 6 years.
That's like kind of what he did.
If you do it right.
Yep. And so then I was at this new spot, and it was good, but it was like I had just lost where I was at, like my home that I like was there.
You built it. It was your baby.
That was it. And now we're in uncharted territory. A lot of people didn't come over. A lot of people left.
I mean, it's a bad time in the market. Like, it was hard to make money.
Yeah,
it was almost impossible.
And it started to get really hard, man. It started to get really hard. And so 2022 and then 2023 was like my hardest year, dude. It was
a bad
like,
year.
yeah, I really had to like, I had to dig back into the shit inside of me. Because I didn't have like my mentor with me this time around, right? It was just me on my own. Before, I always had him to like lean on. And this was the first time in my successful professional career that I was faced with adversity. Real adversity. And it was like, oh fuck, man. This gig's getting like really hard. The money has gone down for sure. It did for everybody. I don't get the number one loan officer in the country's fucking income went down. Everyone in the mortgage world.
Getting cut down isn't even the right term. It was like cut to like almost nothing. Like you're probably making like 20% if you're lucky of what you were making in 2021.
Yeah, it was just like, it was really a wake up call for me to be like, oh fuck. And I was dealing with some other shit too. Like my mom had died the same year we sold the company. So it's just like, I was just like, what the fuck, man? You know, it's
like life's just kicking you while you're down.
Yeah. I was just like really kind of going through it. But I had really good shit going on too. Like I had just got married to my wife, you know, and
that's crazy because you actually put on a really good like poker face. I met you in 23.
Yes.
And I would have never guessed that anything was anything but like
Kush.
You're solid. Like you were good at what you did.
Yeah.
You had a positive attitude. Like you were cool to make friends. Like some random dude from California popped up with your real estate buddy, and you're just like, "What's up, dude? Yeah, let's make this work."
Yeah.
And like lo and behold, you're going through the mud.
Fucking totally.
Crazy.
And I had to dig back to like the shit that I learned back in 2015 and 2016. It was like, no, remember who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
You are legit. You know, and a lot of loan officers, you saw it, man. They fucking got out of this gig in droves.
They're still not in it.
Right. It was...
I think our workforce got cut. Like active doing loan officers went from like 300-something thousand to like 100.
Yeah.
And that's fat.
Huge, dude. Yeah, it was like 60
that's
to
market
80%.
share for us.
100%. And that was where I had to shift my mind to. Was
people are still making money.
Yep.
Why aren't I?
Yes, exactly. Because there were kids at my new company, my age, that were still printing money.
Yeah.
And that was what I had to remind myself is, dude, look at the winners. Like, look at the fucking winners. It's easy to, in a time of uncertainty, right?
Yeah.
And scary times, there's always going to be the pack of people that are fucking fear-mongering and scared and, oh, we're fucked, man. Did you see on the news the rates went up again,
I was just going to say the bad news, because if you tell yourself there's no loans, there's no loans.
Right.
You tell yourself there's no money, it's not going to happen. But when you start telling yourself, like, you know, there's still people out here making money.
Yep.
There's still people buying homes. There's not a lot of them, But they're there. They need somebody. I'm that person.
Yep.
I can do it.
Yep. Yep.
They start coming out of nowhere.
100%. 100%. And I had another it was cool because I felt like Rocky, dude. I felt like Rocky where I came from fucking shit. I hit the top of the mountain and then I fucking fumbled and fell on my face again and I had to fucking find a way to the top of the mountain again. And so that was what I did. I fucking busted my ass and went old school, man. Did all the shit. Had my weekly to-do lists out. I was focused. I was breaking down my goals into just daily, weekly, and monthly activities and just all the old school shit. Banging the phone, getting out and networking. And in a time where a lot of people were bugging out, I fucking floored it and bet on myself. And I was like,
incredible.
It's all I got, man. I don't have the college degree. I'm fucked without this. I have to make this work. I got no fucking choice.
And if you don't, you burn your entire savings, which basically means you just did all that work for 6 years for nothing.
That's it. And my wife was pregnant in 23. So I was like, dude, I got no choice, man. I got a daughter on the way. I gotta fucking make this work. And I ended up salvaging, 23 was like an okay year at the end. And then 24, dude, I came back with a vengeance and fucking year was like, it was my best purchase business year of my career was 2024. It was better than 2020 and 2021. So I fucking blew it out. I mean, refis obviously are not really there. No. But dude, the money was back. It was like fucking A, 24. And then this year, same thing, dude. It's like, I'm putting in a lot of work, and I'm sure you're seeing that too. If you want to do good in this gig right now, the only people left are killers.
Well, it went back to you have to know your shit.
Yep.
You have to try.
Yep.
Because at 21, you didn't have to try. You just had to pick up
the
phone.
That's it. And you didn't even have to pick up half the calls.
No, and you didn't even need to know what the hell you were saying. All you had to do was be like, I got a better rate than you have right now, and you made money.
Yeah.
So now you have to actually know the industry and know what to do and be a loan officer again.
Yep.
Which is great. I loved it. The putting the hard deals together is so much fun.
It's fun.
And
I've been lucky to, have you, and that's been a really cool thing
that's been a fun one.
You got loan officers on two different coasts, right? And, we
banging our brains together.
Dude, we've helped each other on mad deals. It's been really fun. It's cool to have another homie in it that when we got a tough deal, we can call each other. Yeah. Even when we're in the shit and it's like, hey, shit's good, I'm going to call Austin. Hey, shit's not good, I'm going to call Austin.
Yeah, how you doing? I mean, it's hard. We're on different times. So that's really the hardest part is by the time I'm going to hit up Kyle, I'm like, shit, dude, my day's just ending at 7 o'clock. He's got a kid.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock at fucking night.
Yeah.
He's putting her to bed. And I'm like, I can't call him right now. But then by the time I wake up to go to work, you're already midway through your day. So it's just I don't know when the time to catch up is. But, it's been great. So obviously we got a boom. We're hoping to come here soon. So you're about to revisit those first 6 years.
Yep.
What's the plan?
Oh, dude, this time...
you already have multiple houses.
Yep. I've been fortunate that I got taught to invest in real estate as we went along. And so that has been great. But I want to continue that. This time around, I'm going to stay dialed in, man. Because I took it for granted. And I think everyone did, dude. Yeah. I think everyone did. And I think if it happens, right, which I hope it does, if it doesn't, I'm cool. I'm used to this new grind and it is what it is. And I'm still grateful that, we got jobs that you can kill it and make a ton of money still.
Yeah.
When people ask me, they're like, how's mortgages? I'm like, I don't know, it's pretty fucking good, man. Shockingly, but it's pretty fucking good. It's just... It's
different.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's like, well, dude, I'm really good at my job. Yeah. That's why it's really good.
I know my
mortgages kind of sucks, but dude, I'm just, I've busted my ass to be where I'm at. So I've made it good, and you've made it good. So it's, I'm going to be dialed the fuck in. If another boom like that happens, there won't be one refi that I miss. There won't be one phone call that I don't take because I know I left mad money on the table.
So much.
In 2020 and 2021.
I mean, you still got to enjoy life to a certain degree and have fun, and life isn't just making money.
Yeah.
It's just not.
No, it's not.
It's a miserable life when all you're doing is just cashing checks, and weird as that sounds.
No, you're 100% right.
But like, also, if you take those years seriously, you might not have to do it after.
That's the hope.
You can be 40 in your Lambo in your fat fucking house.
Yep.
And that's it. Because you took it seriously.
That's it. And I was fortunate to learn that from my old boss and watch him do that. I'm like, okay, you can get financial freedom from real estate 100% if you do it the right way. And you got to have a lot of units, but when you do that, you can get there. You can get there. And he was always an advocate of happiness, which was cool.
Yeah.
So it was not only teaching me to be a sales killer and learning real estate and landlording inside out and shit, but it was also be happy. Like what you just said.
Yeah.
That was always his end goal. And so to me, making money, it's not the money that makes me happy.
It needs an outside purpose.
Yeah, it's
Which
being able to do cool shit with my kids, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes me happy. Having a nice home, that makes me happy because it makes my family happy. Being able to go cool places, that makes me happy. Not stressing about fucking bills, that makes me happy, dude. Not having to look at the gas pump when I pump my gas.
Oh, just swiping the card as long as it doesn't have too many zeros. You're like, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm still grateful for that shit. That is an incredible thing that it's that drives me.
Yeah.
That it's not having to worry about money is happiness to me.
That breakthrough moment when you finally get to that is the best feeling. You never have to worry about over ordering at the restaurant or fuck, I really shouldn't have got that drink. Now I'm I can't get lunch tomorrow.
Yep. Yep. Totally. 100%.
It's a crazy feeling.
And once you have enough wins under your belt, I don't care what you do in any profession, right? We'll talk sales specifically, right? I now have enough confidence in myself that throw whatever at me.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about money because I don't have to worry about me because I know that I'm always going to be good.
I'll find it. I'll make it.
Yeah. And it's mortgages could go away, dude. If there's another sales position, if I don't have a college degree, dude, I'll show them my W-2s for the past 7 years. And I would look at their product. I'd break it down. I'd break down a whole system in a half a day. And I'd say, dude, where's my computer and my desk? And then I would hit up the fucking top 3 salespeople and watch what they do for a couple weeks. And I can just work harder than everyone else. But knowing how to do sales isn't Sammy Smooth. No. Sales isn't fucking, I'm the best talker, I'm outgoing. Some of the dudes in our gig and in sales, maybe they're not the smoothest. They're not the most outgoing. They're just really good at setting a plan and executing.
Right.
And working hard and being willing to sacrifice shit to obtain their goals sometimes.
My favorite part about sales, I feel like everyone thinks the sales guy, how many times have you been told to get a real job?
Right.
And it's buddy, I make 3 times your salary.
Yeah.
Looking at your pay stub, I made that last week.
Yep.
But people look at salespeople like scumbags who don't make a lot of money, and it's not just mortgage, it's not just real estate. There's tile salesmen making $300,000-400,000 a year. My dad had a wheelchair company, and people are making $500,000. It's not fucking wheelchairs.
Yep, 100%.
There's so many different avenues. You don't need to be in just the ones that are the biggest ones that are advertised on Instagram. You can just go get a sales job, and no one does sales for no money.
Right.
It's the most stressful bullshit job you can get into.
Mm-hmm.
But if you find a purpose in it, helping people or getting people's goals to the next level or whatever, if you can find a reason to like it, they all make money, or no one would be doing it.
Yep.
I'm not doing this job for $80,000 a year.
Right.
There's no fucking way.
No. I go back to scooping ice cream.
100%. I'll swallow my pride for $80,000 a year doing this job.
Yeah.
But it's just incredible the opportunities that people don't think exist.
Yeah.
And it's mainly, honestly, I feel like a lot of it is people who don't have the support system, and their friends are You're not gonna make any money doing that.
Right. Right.
So they listen.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can do.
It's your surroundings to a certain extent. And sales, dude, it's the backbone of every company. Usually some of the highest earners are in fucking sales.
The salespeople usually make more than the owner.
Yeah. Yeah.
To a certain degree. But, it's funny. A lot of people say, I'm not a salesperson. And the way I look at it is, it's a really shitty way. People don't like this outlook. You sell every single day. You sell someone to talk to you, to be your friend, to come on their podcast, to do a mortgage with you, whatever it is. You're always selling someone why to have you in their life. Like, you go get a girlfriend, you're selling them on why you'd be a good boyfriend.
Right.
So, like, you look at everything you do as a sale, you're a great salesperson.
Yep.
But a lot of people don't like that outlook because they're like, you didn't sell me to be your friend. I'm like, well, I did. And you sold me why to be yours. Like, it doesn't have to be this negative outlook, but it's a true statement.
Yeah. That's actually a really good point. It is true.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, right? I mean, it's, anything you've ever gotten in your life is kind of...
It's kind of a sale.
Yeah, it's through, like, relationships, right? And, like, sales is a game of relationships.
Yeah.
And when you actually give a shit, too, like...
When you're passionate about something.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Like this gig, dude, like a lot of my referral partners and things, I look at them like friends. It's really cool. And it's a gig where a lot of the time you get to choose who you work with. That's cool to me.
That was also a big breakthrough when you can tell a client, I don't want to work with you. When you don't need the $5,000 commission, you're like, I don't like you. Like, I choose not to do business with you. That was like a huge breakthrough moment.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen often. I mean, I'm a pretty patient dude and like a pretty like, I'll take anything and everything. Like realtors know, like I'll take it all.
Yeah.
But like, like there would be a point in time in my life where like I would let someone walk all over me and like treat me disrespectfully even and shit, and like.
You gotta value your time.
Yeah, now like
that's really what it is. They don't even have to be disrespectful or anything. Like it's literally just like this is gonna take more time than it's worth, and I know my value. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But so if someone came to you and was like, how do I get to your position? I don't care if it's through a mortgage or what. Mm-hmm. What's your advice? Young kid, you're the new guy at Bertucci's.
Yeah.
What advice are you giving them?
At Bertucci's, right?
Go to Bertucci's. Best pasta in the city.
Yeah. And you might find your next mentor. Try to figure out what the heck you want to do, right?
Good
and like
stone.
Try to get an idea of what makes you happy, right? And like sales to a certain degree does make me happy because I get to shoot the shit with people and like have fun and make money with my friends.
Yeah.
That's what's fun to me is like my referral partners. I enjoy most of the people that I work with a lot, and it's fun to make money with them and make other people happy.
Yeah.
It's a very rewarding gig when it's done the right way. Figure out what you want to do. Sales is going to make you happy if you like that like lifestyle of grinding and doing all that kind of crap. If it's music, try to figure out what the heck you want to do. But whatever you choose, whatever you choose, find the best people that do it, that you have access to, You can't go fucking, it's not like if I love basketball, you're going to go like find LeBron James. It's
He's not going to help you.
Not going to help you. But you could find like the best local dude or something, it's like.
Yeah, figure out where he plays.
Yeah, find the best person in your field that's local that you have access to. And dude, ask him to lunch.
Yeah.
Ask him to lunch. Ask him to grab lunch. And pick their brain and say ask them all the questions and prepare for that shit. Think of what you want to ask them. You've got 30 minutes to an hour with someone that could change your life.
Learn everything you can.
Learn everything you can.
I'm gonna add a little bit to what you just said. Don't turn down an opportunity just because you don't think you'd like it. Mm-hmm. Because I thought mortgage was for old people, and it was stupid. It was the best decision I ever made. Sometimes exactly what you want isn't the best thing for you, and you'll find the way. I'm not saying you're wrong by any means, but like you also didn't know what mortgages were and you took a shot.
Yeah,
You just got to find your opportunity.
it's true.
And it'll come to you. 100%.
Yep.
As long as you want it. But this has been a blast.
Heck yeah, dude. Thanks.
Great conversation.
Thanks for
Liz.
having me on here, man. And let's do it again.
How do we support you?
Oh, geez. Follow me on Instagram. That's cool. At Mortgages with Kyle. That's, you know, if you got a friend or a family member that's looking to get a home, need a mortgage in Massachusetts, purchase or refi, hit me up, man.
He's your guy. He'll make it happen, and it'll be silky smooth process. I've
Heck
seen
yeah.
it.
Heck yeah.
You helped my best friend get 2 houses,
Yep.
and it was great.
Our guy.
I love what you're doing. You're
Thanks,
really
man.
fucking good at it.
Thanks, bro.
And I'm proud to be in your circle and see where you're going to go next, because I think it's going to be big.
Heck yeah. Proud to be in your corner too, dude. I think the next chapter will be pretty cool.
I think we had a lot of fun together.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so too.
All right, well, that's all.
All right. Later, guys.
To everyone who made it to the end, I appreciate you and all the support you've given so far. Stay tuned for weekly episodes, and if you know anyone who might be a good candidate for the show, please drop it in the comments below or shoot me a DM.